Well, hundreds of teen competitors have arrived in Corpus Christi for a big international sailing competition. It's going to kick off this weekend.
Our Bill Churchwell caught up with some of the athletes who are getting practice in our waters.
They have descended on Corpus Christi,
Uruguay,
Fiji,
Cayman Islands.
Teen athletes from over 60 countries for a race unlike any other.
Really excited.
Esther Kumpina is from Latvia, that's in Northern Europe, and this will be her third time competing in the Youth Sailing World Championships.
Great, the sun is shining and we don't get that a lot, but it's really nice and I enjoyed the weather.
She's among several teens who are taking part in this clinic at the yacht club ahead of the competition, all part of the Emerging Nations program, a program that helps these young athletes who might not get the hands-on training they need back home.
I don't sail that much back home because we have the season only for 3 months because of the cold.
just really to try and get kids that are from countries where coaching's not so good, where there's not good support, and to get them an experience of better performance.
Rob Holden is a visiting coach from South Africa and is helping this group fine-tune their skills on the water.
It's hugely rewarding personally because you get a kid that comes from a place where they're sailing on really old equipment. Stories of kids that I've seen that hardly know where their next meal's coming from, and then they end up in a hotel with a huge buffet of food and they don't know what to do with it and things like that. So those stories are really rewarding, but what's the biggest reward is to see a kid inspired to go and work hard and train hard back at home.
The race is back in U.S. waters after 22 years in other countries. The excitement gets underway this weekend with an opening ceremony, and races will be held throughout next week. Bill Churchwell, 3 News.
Very cool. Well,